Junior lay in bed, his eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling. The moonlight filtered softly through the curtains, casting shadows across the room. Sleep wouldn't come, his mind racing with thoughts that felt too heavy to ignore. The events of the past few days kept replaying in his head, his stepmom's strange behavior, the uncomfortable moments that made him feel uneasy, but what bothered him most was the silence that surrounded it all. He knew something was wrong, but he couldn't find the words to express it. "Why is she acting like this?" Junior whispered to himself. His fingers tightened around the pillow as if it could offer him some comfort. He'd always been a quiet kid, keeping his thoughts to himself. But lately, he felt like he was carrying a secret too heavy for him to bear. He wanted to tell someone, anyone. But confronting his dad or stepmom seemed impossible, and the thought of making things worse terrified him. The next morning came too soon. Junior dragged himself out of bed, still feeling exhausted. At the breakfast table, his stepmom entered with a cheerful hum, as though everything was perfectly normal. She set a plate of pancakes in front of him, smiling brightly. "Good morning, Junior. Eat up. You need your energy for school." Junior gave a small, forced smile. "Thanks," he mumbled, picking at his food. But inside, he felt a knot tightening in his stomach. His stepmom's act of normalcy only confused him more. She acted as if nothing had happened, but he knew something was off. A few days ago, something had happened that Junior couldn't shake off. He had been in the bathroom, enjoying the warmth of the bath, when his stepmom walked in without knocking. She had asked him if he needed help washing his back, and before he could protest, she was already kneeling beside the tub, a sponge in hand. "I can do it myself," Junior had said, his voice trembling as he tried to shift away, but she had insisted. "Relax, Junior. I'm just trying to help. You're still a little boy, after all." The words had stung. Junior didn't feel like a little boy. He was 8 years old and knew how to wash himself, but he didn't argue. He sat there quietly, feeling a growing discomfort as she washed his back, then moved on to his hair. When she started washing his arms and legs, the knot in his stomach tightened. Something wasn't right, but he didn't know what to do. He was too scared to say anything. The feelings of unease only grew in the silence of the bathroom. The next day, when his dad took him shopping, Junior had been thrilled. He picked out a cool new shirt and a pair of sneakers, but when they got home, his stepmom had taken the shirt and tried it on herself. "I love this shirt," she had said, twirling in front of the mirror. "It looks great on me, don't you think?" Junior stood frozen, unsure of what to say. Why was she wearing his clothes? It felt wrong, but he couldn't understand why. He was too shocked to speak, the confusion weighing heavily on him. Later that day, Junior knew he couldn't keep quiet any longer. He had to tell someone, but who? His dad was always so busy, and he didn't want to cause any trouble. Maybe his teacher, Miss Beasy, could help. She was always kind to him, always made him feel safe. At school, Junior found it hard to focus. His thoughts kept drifting back to his stepmom and the strange moments that left him feeling uneasy. During recess, he saw Miss Beasy sitting under a tree, marking papers. Gathering his courage, Junior walked up to her. "Miss Beasy, can I talk to you?" he asked, his voice shaking. She looked up, her eyes warm with concern. "Of course, Junior. What's on your mind?" Junior hesitated, twisting his fingers nervously. "It's about my stepmom. She's been acting strange." Miss Beasy nodded and motioned for him to sit beside her. "Tell me what's been going on, Junior. I'm here to listen." And so Junior told her everything. The bath, the shirt, and how it made him feel uncomfortable and scared. Miss Beasy listened intently, her face growing serious with every word he spoke. When he finished, she placed a hand on his shoulder. "Junior, I'm really proud of you for speaking up. It's not easy to talk about these things, but you did the right thing. I'm going to help you, okay?" Junior nodded, feeling a small sense of relief. At least he wasn't alone anymore. Miss Beasy would help him. That evening, Junior's dad came home early. Miss Beasy had called him, and it was clear that they needed to talk. He sat down next to Junior on the couch, his expression serious but soft. "Junior, can we talk?" his dad asked. Junior nodded, his heart racing. He sat down beside his dad, clutching a pillow for comfort. "Miss Beasy told me what's been going on," his dad said. "I'm really sorry, Junior. I didn't realize you were feeling this way. I should have been paying more attention." Junior looked down at his hands, feeling a mix of relief and anxiety. "Your stepmom didn't mean to make you uncomfortable," his dad continued, "but that doesn't make it okay. We're going to talk to her and make sure this doesn't happen again, and if anything ever makes you feel uneasy, I want you to tell me right away. Can you do that?" Junior nodded, his voice small. "I promise, Dad." The following weeks brought change. Junior's stepmom apologized to him, explaining that she hadn't realized how her actions had made him uncomfortable. She promised to respect his space and to be more aware of his feelings. She also began therapy to understand the importance of boundaries and to work on her relationship with Junior. Junior's dad also made an effort to be more present. They spent more time together, playing games, talking, and doing things Junior enjoyed. But even with these efforts, Junior remained cautious. The memories of those strange and unsettling moments were hard to shake, and he stayed alert, hoping things wouldn't return to how they were before. One night, Junior lay in bed, listening carefully for any sound. He heard soft footsteps outside his door. His heart raced as the doorknob turned slowly. "Junior," his stepmom's voice called from the hallway. "Are you awake?" Junior didn't answer. He squeezed his eyes shut and pretended to be asleep. After a long moment, the door clicked shut and the footsteps faded away. The next day, Junior told his dad everything. This time, his dad acted quickly. He called a family counselor to help them work through the situation to ensure Junior felt safe and supported. Dr. Patel, the family counselor, was kind and understanding. She met with Junior, his dad, and his stepmom separately, and then together, guiding them through their emotions and struggles. During one session, Junior finally opened up about how he felt. "I just don't understand why she does those things," he said softly, his voice trembling. "It makes me feel weird and scared." Dr. Patel nodded. "It's important to set boundaries, especially when it comes to personal space. You have every right to feel safe and comfortable in your own home." Junior's stepmom listened intently, her face full of regret. "I didn't realize how my actions were affecting you," she said. "I just wanted to be a good stepmom, but I see now that I crossed a line." "I'm so sorry, Junior." Junior nodded, feeling a little lighter. Maybe things could get better after all. Over the next few months, things began to change. Junior's stepmom worked hard to regain his trust. She stopped entering his room without knocking, respected his personal space, and even made an effort to spend quality time with him. Slowly but surely, Junior began to feel more comfortable again. His dad continued to be more present, asking about his day, listening to his concerns, and making sure Junior knew he was always there for him. It wasn't perfect, but it was better. As time passed, Junior's life found a new rhythm. His stepmom attended therapy regularly, and her behavior became more predictable and respectful. Junior's dad was involved and engaged, and the family began to feel like a team again. One evening, as they sat down for dinner, Junior's stepmom turned to him with a warm smile. "Junior, I know things haven't been easy, but I want you to know how much I care about you. I'm here for you, no matter what." Junior looked at her, then at his dad, who gave him an encouraging nod. "Thanks," Junior said softly. "I'm glad we're working things out." Junior learned that speaking up was the right choice. It wasn't easy, but it had been the first step in ensuring he felt safe and happy at home again. Though the road to rebuilding trust was long and difficult, Junior knew that he had done what was necessary. In the end, his courage to speak up helped not only him, but his entire family. They became closer, more understanding, and more connected than they had been before.